Hello, my name is Dale Wilhite. I'm right now living in Alpine, Wyoming. If you want to find anything about me, go to MySpace, Facebook, or Twitter where I have accounts. And a lot of people have a question: is there any Bible verses that foretell of a time when there will be a nuclear war? Of course, the Bible was written when there were no nuclear weapons. And the Old Testament and books like Daniel, Ezekiel, Isaiah, Malachi, and of course the last book of the Bible, Revelation, foretell of a time when there'll be nuclear war. There's references to it, even though it doesn't call it out. But it doesn't really give you a certain description of what a nuclear, bomb would do or a nuclear missile does to a person. Well, there is one verse in the Bible. It's in the Old Testament that gives a description of a nuclear attack and what it's doing to the people once it's unleashed. You can find it, and I use the KJV only. You can find it in Zechariah 14:12. It says one verse. I'm going to read it real fast. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Here it is. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. That's what, if you're hit by a nuclear weapon, that's what happens to you. You can find it in Zechariah 14:12. And again, I just use the KJV only. So yeah, there are references to it. You can go all over the book of Daniel, probably from 7 to 12, and find references to it, in Malachi, Zechariah, and of course Revelations. And eventually, it's nuclear weapons or nuclear attack is going to happen here in the United States. It's just not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when and where. I'm afraid it's going to happen one day in Washington, D.C., while the president or some future president giving a, speech, and Congress is together, and down they go. Because, it's so many of these terrorists are doing everything they can to acquire the materials to put one together and then smuggle it in the United States. And, of course, they can just walk across the Mexican border into any of our states, and it's not going to be that hard. You can't stop all of them. It's coming. And I'm afraid what I just described to you is going to one day happen here. And it's going to happen in even more nations around the world, not just here. And then one day there will be, I guess, our next World War III and then Armageddon, where nuclear weapons will be used and hundreds of millions will die. But yeah, there's references to nuclear war in the Bible. And I thought I'd just point out that verse to you, because a lot of people ask that question, and you see a lot of verses that give reference to nuclear war, but nothing that really describe what it does. But what I just read is what happens. Your eyes pop out, your tongue, you just, kind of just disintegrate. You've seen it in the movies, I think, before. Well, that's what happens. Anyway, thank you for your time, and I just hope this information was just a little bit of a help to you, if it interested you. You look it up for yourself and come to your own conclusion.